Hello, and welcome to Beyond Books, where we talk about books from Book of the Month Club and beyond. I'm your host, I'm Renee. Let's get started with my reading plans for February of 2024. But first, I want to acknowledge that February is Black History Month. So, to commemorate that, I'm going to start the month with a graphic novel called March, Book 1. This is a book by Congressman John Lewis, among others, who served in the House of Representatives for 33 years. He represented the state of Georgia from 1987 until his death in 2020 at the age of 80. Previous to serving in the U.S. Congress, Representative Lewis was best known as a civil rights leader. He started his work in the mid 1950s, and he worked closely with Dr. Martin Luther King into the 1960s. Representative Lewis believed, as Dr. King did, in nonviolent protest. Famously, he led many of the what they called sit-ins at Tennessee lunch counters during a time when African American patrons were not served at those lunch counters. He also participated in and led many peaceful marches on behalf of advancing civil rights for all. Representative Lewis was beaten and jailed on many occasions, despite the fact that the protests he led were entirely peaceful. Most notoriously, he received severe head injuries during a protest at the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Alabama. So he's led a very interesting life. So interesting, in fact, that we also have March, Book 2, and we have March, Book 3. So it looks like more reading than it really is due to all the graphics that are on each page. I mean, it's really somewhat comic book-like, if I could describe it that way. These books were published between 2013 and 2016. This is not a genre that I usually read. But I've already breezed through the first book, and I'm looking forward to more of the story. It's actually very well told. I looked up these books to see if they might also be banned books, and interestingly, lo and behold, there was some information about that. Apparently, it was reported at one point that these books were banned from the Allegheny County Jail in Pennsylvania. It was only that one county and that one jail system, is my understanding. But I'm not going to really count that at all as a banned book, because later the county did deny that they had banned the book. So we'll go ahead and give them the benefit of the doubt, because I'm thinking it sounds like something that maybe was more of a misunderstanding than, an actual full-fledged banning. So I hadn't really thought much previously about books being banned from jails. I also hadn't thought much about graphic novels being banned, graphic books. It seems to me to kind of cross a line a little bit, because then you have a ban on imagery as well as the written word. You're really kind of banning the two things. So what would stop you at some point from going on and banning reproductions of, say, photographs, other kinds of drawings, paintings, maybe from being printed and reprinted in books or displayed in museums? I mean, who knows? So it's concerning. for several reasons. Also because younger people may really be drawn into reading by being introduced through the graphic novels. We all probably started out with picture books. I'm sure we all, as young people, read comic books. I know Mad Magazine was a big thing when I was a younger person. So those are the kinds of things that, sometimes as a young person get you interested in reading. So it's concerning that those could be banned. Also, there's just some people that just learn things more easily when they're able to have a visual in addition to the written word. So when I do a full review of these books, I'll present some data on banned and challenged graphic books specifically, in particular, and we'll see what the trends are there. So the next book I plan on reading for February is a banned book for sure, and that is Toni Morrison's book, The Bluest Eye. This was published in 1970. It is often banned and challenged. Again, I'll talk about the statistics when I do my full review after reading it. I've never read a Toni Morrison book, but I am looking forward to it. This is a work of fiction. It was written in 1970. So, and this is Toni Morrison here in case you've never seen her. I think I have seen her on TV before, but never had a chance to read her books. So also for February, I'll have my book of the month. I just chose it yesterday from, I think there was 5 or 6 this month. I'm very, very pleased with it. And I can't wait to get it and unbox it and share with you what I've chosen. I think it's going to be an awesome read, so looking forward to that one. So this is not a lot, what I have here. My 3 volumes, my Toni Morrison book, my book of the month, but that's okay for now. There are several other projects I'm involved with, and I don't want to overcommit myself. And believe me, if I need books, I know where I can get them, and I will just simply add to the TBR, and that'll be another video that I'll make. So, if I may, there's just one more thing. I would like to direct you to my bookshop.org page. I'll have a link below. Profits from this site go directly to help independent booksellers. I just added 155 titles to my page under a section entitled Black History. And there's everything there from cookbooks to history to fiction to poetry from Black authors. And right now, those titles are being offered at 15% off with the code BHM2024. So it's capital B, capital H, capital M, 2024. And you put that in as your code at the checkout for the extra 15% off. It is in addition to the already reduced price that you'll see under the book written in red, and it's crossed out and it has a reduced price. It'll be 15% off on top of that on the section of Black History. So if you're interested in picking up some of those books, please take a look at that site. Otherwise, on my page, I have several other titles that I've discussed on my channel over the past couple of months. So, if you like it, subscribe, comment, ring the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up, please. I always appreciate that. And remember to go beyond. So, thank you very much for watching.